Have you noticed what is going on with our honeybees lately? Survey reveals over 1.1 million honeybee colonies lost, raising alarm for pollination and agriculture. Their numbers are dropping fast and no one seems to have clear answers. But our skies are looking a bit different these days. Strange towers are popping up everywhere. And the bees' food? Well, constantly sprayed with toxic chemicals. And we're still pretending this is all just a mystery? Okay.
During the Biden administration, Health and Human Services became a collaborator in child trafficking and for sex and slavery. And we have ended that. And we are very aggressively going out and trying to find these children. 300,000 children that were lost, quote unquote, lost by the Biden administration. It's worse than anyone can imagine. What the heck did RFJ Jr. just say? Goodness.
Today, we are proud to announce the results of the FBI's Operation Restore Justice initiative. This historic, unprecedented nationwide operation led to the arrest of 205 child sex predators. Unbelievable. In just 5 days. This was an incredible operation done in conjunction with the FBI and our prosecutors.
205 arrested in FBI child sex operation, Patel and Bondi announced. Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel announced Wednesday that 205 alleged child sex predators who preyed on children online have been arrested in the last week. You may not always see it immediately, but this is the kind of work happening in the background. Our teams quietly targeted, found, and arrested over 200 alleged child sex predators in a week. And there will be more. If you harm kids in America, this FBI will make sure you know no peace. You will be hunted, you will be caught, and you will be arrested. Thank you for all who worked hard to make this happen. You saved lives. Now we got more to do.
They can't suicide us all.
I missed it.
Prince Andrew, he was in the Navy. He was 250 days at sea. He never saw his kid. I was really pissed because he lied to me. Epstein. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew. And then I found out he was lying. I was so pissed. No, that he was f***ing underage girls. That's not cool.
John Bryan has been a close confidant to the British royal family for a long time. He worked for Queen Elizabeth II, was, quote, best friends with Princess Diana, and had a long-term intimate relationship with the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. According to Bryan, he practically raised Sarah Ferguson's children, the princesses Beatrice and Eugene. And Bryan said that he maintained a friendship with Ferguson's husband, the Duke of York, Prince Andrew.
Tell me like your story.
So my story, you want to know my story?
What?
Like I've been so famous at times when I was on the front page of every newspaper on the planet because I was working with the Queen of England.
Okay.
You know, Queen Elizabeth. I was working with all the families. Princess Diana was one of my best friends. And I met the Duchess of York.
Okay.
That's Prince Andrew's wife. They were separated. And then Sarah and I sort of fell in love. And we lived together for like 7 years, 6 or 7 years. In my house in England. And I raised their 2 little children. They're so cute.
Wait, her kids?
Beatrice and Eugenie. Those were my children. Those were my kids. I raised those kids.
That's great.
Day to day raised. I was father to those kids.
Prince Andrew's connection to Jeffrey Epstein emerged in 2010, when photos showed them walking together in New York's Central Park. Epstein had already been convicted in 2008 of procuring a 14-year-old girl for prostitution. In 2014, a woman named Virginia Giuffre alleged in a Florida court filing that Jeffrey Epstein paid her to have sex with Prince Andrew when she was 17, a minor. On April 25th, a few weeks ago, Giuffre died by, quote, suicide. Prince Andrew denied Giuffre's sex abuse allegations in a now infamous 2019 BBC interview.
She said she had sex with you 3 times, once on his private island in a group of 7 or 8 other girls.
No.
No to all of it?
All of it. Absolutely no to all of it.
The interview was a public relations disaster for the royal family and prompted the Queen to strip Prince Andrew of his royal duties. In the aftermath of that interview, the prince sought advice from a longtime royal family confidant, John Bryan.
Wait, so you were not friends with Prince Andrew?
Oh, very good. Oh, no, we were very civilized. We'd go have dinner at his house. We'd have dinner at my house to see his kids. So then, we'd go on a holiday in the south of France. And I get a big property, like 10 acres,
Okay.
right near f***ing Saint-Tropez, right? You know, nobody has 10 acres. I'm on the biggest f***ing property, beautiful house.
Okay.
And I rent it so that we have privacy, right? Because the paparazzi are everywhere. There's hundreds
Okay.
of paparazzi, not 10, not 20,
Okay.
hundreds. I know.
And this is already when Prince Andrew
Yes, Prince Andrew.
doing his own thing?
Yeah, he's on the f***ing, he was in the Navy. He was 250 days at sea. He never saw his kid.
2 weeks after Prince Andrew's BBC interview, John Bryan was brought to the Royal Lodge, where Prince Andrew lives, to offer crisis management advice. According to The Telegraph, the meeting was conducted discreetly. At the royal residence, Bryan observed that Prince Andrew was visibly distressed and struggling to focus, reportedly unable to concentrate for more than 40 minutes at a time due to the strain he was under. As reported in the Daily Mail, John Bryan constructed a 5-page document emphasizing that Prince Andrew should publicly show empathy for Epstein's victims. Back in November 2022, Bryan publicly stated that he believed Prince Andrew was innocent of the claims made against him related to the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking scheme. Now, in our exclusive hidden camera undercover footage, John Bryan reveals for the first time that Prince Andrew did in fact have sex with underage girls.
Was he already even like involved with like
Of course, other girls. I was so pissed about that. I was
Has there
really
been
pissed.
stuff?
I was really pissed because he lied to me about it.
Lied about
Epstein. Yeah. No, I knew he saw him, but he lied to me that he was such a close friend. I was so pissed. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew, and then I found out he was lying. I was
lying
so
about
pissed.
what?
No, that he was f***ing underage girls.
Now, our newsroom has some concerns about where this investigation is headed and who may be implicated. But our only motivation in doing these stories is the public's right to know. And if this report and our subsequent reports shine a light into darkness and expose evil, then we are willing to take the risks. At the end of the day, child victims of Jeffrey Epstein need to be protected, and the people involved need to be held accountable by law enforcement immediately. Without accountability, our notion of freedom is just an illusion. We're going to be breaking our next stories exclusively at O'KeefeMediaGroup.com. You may see this Project Veritas sign behind me. Stay tuned for next week.
The right of due process is to protect citizens from their government, not to protect foreign trespassers from removal. Way to go, Stephen Miller. Due process guarantees the rights of a criminal defendant facing prosecution, not an illegal alien facing deportation. Way to go, Stephen. Nailed it there, buddy. Why are some politicians upset that an illegal was deported without a trial, but J6 prisoners, which are American citizens, were in jail for 4 years without a trial? That's a very good
Interesting.
question.
Isn't that
Very
interesting?
good question. Yeah. Breaking: 6 individuals, including a judge, have been indicted, arrested for election-related crimes tied to a vote harvesting scheme in Frio County, Texas. Attorney General Ken Paxton has announced. Another high-ranking judge arrested over illegal vote harvesting scheme. On Wednesday, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announced the arrest of 6 individuals, including public health officials in Frio County, their involvement in illegal vote harvesting scheme. The individuals arrested on Friday included Frio County Judge Rochelle Lecartier Carreno. Goodness. The alliance didn't infiltrate the system to play defense. This is an offensive strike against the deepest levels of global corruption. The days of silent control, unseen hands pulling strings behind closed doors are over. The quantum grid exposes everything, every fund, every transfer, every player. They told you the UN was neutral. They told you the World Bank existed to stabilize economies. They told you BlackRock and Vanguard were just investment firms. They're lies, folks. Am I getting this right? Up to $21 trillion on underground transportation systems for the elites. $150 billion a year to fund all the illegals that came in the last 4 years. $4.7 trillion missing from the Treasury Department. $1.8 trillion a year sent to NGOs who bought politicians. All of it funded by our taxes. They robbed us blind for decades. How come people are not more upset? The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Windsors, all cornered. Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, HSBC, their foundations crumbling. The petrodollar dead. The BRICS nations shift the balance. Gold-backed, sovereign-free money is going to be backed by real assets. Every trade route, every supply chain now recalibrated under QFS protocols. This is not just about finance. It's about power, who holds it and who loses it. The network-funded wars destabilized nations, trafficked human lives, and laundered the wealth of empires. And now their assets have been seized. Their vaults are empty. Their leaders are gone, some facing tribunals, others already executed under sealed charges. The banking cartels have in fact fallen.